Hello everybody, it's your boy the Chaotic One, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Chaotic Marvel Cinematic Universe. Today we have Angel. My idea for this film will have little comic adaptation to it, and will mostly be an original story. In the comics, Angel is a snarky rich douchebag. In this universe, I want to humble him, but keep some of that rich guy angle about him. I want to consider him a loner who wants to be accepted by society, which is the sole reasons I've picked Todd Phillips as my director, as he is keen with loner stories. Details about this film. This will be an origin story, as well as stated earlier, an original story, as well as Todd Phillips as the director, and this film will be R-rated, as long as every other film in this universe. Some films Todd Phillips has directed include Joker, The Hangover series, and War Dogs. Warren Worthington III, also known as Angel, will be played by Alexander Skarsgård, and some films he has been included in include The Legend of Tarzan, Godzilla vs. Kong, and Battleship. The main villain of this film, Bertram Worthington, or the Dazzler, is a very old version of this character, as modern adaptations of this character are female, but for the sake of this film we are going to include him as a male. He will be played by Ben Affleck. Films Affleck has been he has been a part of include Batman v Superman, the Justice League, and Good Will Hunting. Next is the father of Angel, Warren Worthington II, who will be played by an acting icon, Michael Caine. Films Caine has been in include The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, and Going in Style. We did Angel's father, time for his mother, Catherine Worthington. She will be played by Laura Dern. Films Dern has been in include Marriage Story, Jurassic Park, and Wild at Heart. Our secondary villain, Amphibious, will be played by Brendan Fraser. Fraser has been in The Mummy Returns, and George of the Jungle. Next is Dr. Stewart, who will be played by Colin Baker, who is best known from his position in the Doctor Who franchise. Baker has played in The Air Zone Solution, The Stranger More Than a Messiah, and The Young Adventures of Indiana Jones, Daredevils of the Desert. Next is Amanda Cobbs, the first girlfriend of Angel. She will be played by Chloe Grace Moretz. She has been in films such as Kick-Ass, The Fifth Wave, and Carrie. Finally, our cameo appearance will be Archangel, which will temporarily have his own character. He will be played by Ian Harding. Films he has been in include Love and Other Drugs, Office Uprising, and Addiction, a 60s love story. Let's go on with Act 1 of this film. We start off with the birth of Angel. Warren and Catherine are side by side as Dr. Stewart is holding baby Angel, as he notes odd lumps on his back. The doctor notifies the parents, and they quickly realize that his genes are mutated. Warren tells everyone that this must be kept from the public at all costs. The camera then pans out to the outside of the hospital room, where Bertram is outside listening to the whole conversation with a smug grin on his face. We jump to the modern day as we see Angel with Amanda. The two have been dating for a few months now, and we should definitely drop hints that this relationship was arranged by the two's parents. And it is obvious Amanda wants little to do with Angel besides his money. We then get this mini montage of Angel and Amanda having their date, but it isn't supposed to be a feel-good moment. Instead, it's Angel doing everything he can to keep the relationship together, while Amanda shoots everything he tries down. Angel and Amanda then walk home together, of course not side by side, but as Angel walks into his home, we see Warren, Catherine, and Bertram arguing about the family wealth and where it should go when the two of them pass away. Bertram feels it should go to him until Angel turns at least 21. Also, at this point, Angel is 21. Angel just silently walks by the three and goes up to his room and changes. Of course, this is where he notices a small pair of wings attached to his back. He starts to freak out and tries to hide them the best he can. He eventually calls up Dr. Stewart to see what he can do. Dr. Stewart arrives at the Worthington household and looks at Angel's wings. It should be known that Stewart already knows about this, but doesn't want to tell Angel about it yet. Stewart tells Angel to hide them the best he can. Angel asks Stewart not to tell his parents. Up to that, he agrees. However, Dr. Stewart goes downstairs, and at this point Bertram is gone, and he tells the parents that his mutated genes are starting to kick in. The parents knew this day was coming, but still aren't ready to tell Angel yet. Dr. Stewart ends up leaving, and we have a shot of him walking alone. Then someone starts walking behind him. A very horror-esque scene. He then turns around and sees Bertram, and Bertram walks up to him and wraps his arms around him, and they start chit-chatting, having a good time. Bertram breaks the ice and asks Stewart what was wrong with Warren. Stewart is very hesitant, but Bertram continues. He is my nephew, after all. Dr. Stewart tells him about Angel's wings. Bert gives a glaring smirk. Stewart starts to speak very nervously. Bertram pulls out a gun and points it at Stewart. Thank you for the informations. Your duty is no longer needed here. He shoots Stewart in a scene that should be somewhat similar to the scene in The Joker where Arthur shot Murray in the head. The next morning, Angel comes down the stairs to his parents and uncle, very upset, Catherine crying over the news of the death of Dr. Stewart. They found out that his body was found in some bushes with a bullet wound in his head. Angel asks what happened before Bert explains that Stewart's body was found dead. Warren explains that he was a lifelong friend of the Worthington family. Angel lowers his head and decides to go for a walk. We then cut to a scene of Bert walking to a secluded alley where Amphibious, our secondary villain, awaits him. Bert tells him that their plan is now coming together. Amphibious asks what is next, and it is revealed that he is going to kill Angel's parents and change their will in order to gain the Worthington fortune. We cut to a scene where Angel's wings are growing even more. They are much longer than they were before, and he decides that he must leave Amanda so she doesn't find out about his wings. Amanda meets up with Angel, and Angel is trying to break the news, but she keeps interrupting him, complaining about any and everything. The two then begin to smell smoke. It's a burning building. Angel tries to go see what is going on before being grabbed by the arm by Amanda. Angel tries to get away, but she refuses to let him go, threatening to leave him if he does. Angel finally gets away and goes to the building. It's surrounded by people taking photos and trying to get a hold of authorities. Angel runs into the building, and we have the classic superhero trope of the hero saving the family from a fire. As Angel comes out of the flames with the family, his shirt is burnt off, revealing his wings to the group. People are stunned. There are mixed reactions from the crowd. Some are calling him a freak, while others think he is a hero. Angel quickly leaves the scene. He doesn't fly, he just runs as quick as he can until he can get home. Going on to Act 2, Angel enters his home thinking his parents are asleep. However, they are awake to see Angel with his wings. Angel begins to try to explain what's going on, but they don't care. Catherine goes up to him and hugs him, tears in her eyes. Finally, they tell him the truth about his wings, that Angel is a mutant. As they are speaking, Amphibious breaks into their home, attacking the group of three, injuring Angel's parents harshly. We then get into an epic showdown between Angel and Amphibious. Eventually, Amphibious leaves as the ER arrives to help Warren and Catherine. As Angel gets to the hospital, and the authorities tell him he cannot see them, and to come back tomorrow. Even though he tries to do everything he can to see them, he eventually gives up and goes home. Angel arrives and is shocked by the sight. His parents, they're dead on the hospital bed, no sign of stabbing or gunshot. Doctors try to hold Angel back away from the corpses as Bert walks up to the scene. This is where we get into Act 3. Bert walks Angel to a secluded area, comforting him along the way, saying, "I'm so sorry, my nephew." Eventually, he sits him down against the wall, and they have a heartfelt moment. Before Bert stabs Angel in the back, he begins to kick him down continuously. Angel asks him why he's doing it. Bert explains he wants the Worthington wealth, and he needs to kill Angel and both his parents to get it. Angel is left there bleeding until hours later, Angel gets up and goes to kick Bert's ass. As he gets up to the mansion, he sees Amphibious there with Bert, and the battle begins. It's 2-on-1, but Angel eventually gets through them both. Then we have a tear-jerking moment where Angel continuously beats on Bert, tears falling through his eyes, asking him why he did this. Why was the wealth so important to him? However, the police arrives and stops the situation, arresting Bertram and Amphibious. We then go on to the post-credit scene. Angel is looking at himself in the mirror, and then a odd figure appears behind him. It's Archangel. He turns around and there's nothing there. And then we get in credits roll. So I hope you guys enjoy this original take on Angel. It was a risk, but I still hope you enjoyed it. So, episode 3 will be Namor the Submariner. This is the Chaotic One saying, peace.